Nothing. That's a 10. Carlos, Vinshenzo, where are you? I need help.
The twins tell you that this home is the only home they have left, and to go anywhere else would feel like they are abandoning the last memories of the only world they knew.
Hold on, let me find someone more convincing.
Just stay right there a second. Gotta go get help. Let me speak to my manager. Let me see what I can do for you.
I'm not going to force you to come with us, but it definitely is not safe to stay here.
Would you like to
you encounter the ogres? They will definitely try to eat you, and the goblins and the kobolds. I don't know if you can trust.
Oh,
I came here searching for survivors.
Okay.
I too hail from Morwen. But if you don't wish to leave, then again, I won't force you.
Roll me one last persuasion. This will be your final argument.
Take my own Taco Bell, so I can't fucking put my back on eating butter anywhere.
13?
Ooh, a 13. The elves look tired. The shock on their face is still evident. They both of the girls sink down and seem to slump. And they agree with you. They say, yeah, we definitely could not survive much longer with all these monsters and terrors in here. Perhaps leaving this doomed place would be the best thing. And the elf on the right asks you how many other Morwen survivors there are. If you've survived, surely there must be others.
I was not in Morwen when the cataclysm occurred, so I survived on my own. As far as here, you're the first we've come across, but I'm not giving up just yet.
The elves beseech you to find their father, who they believe is alive, and say, if you are still looking for survivors, please, our father should still be alive. He's been leading anybody who is left. He's gone off in pursuit of more supplies. You must be able to find him. If you've lasted this long down here, surely you must be able to last a little bit longer.
I will give it my best effort. You have my word. And then I let them rest, and I tell Nephis to just keep an eye out and make sure they don't nothing dangerous happens to them. And not tie them up.
How very Nephis of you.
And then I head off to find the others who are probably resting at this point in time.
Yeah, it's been a grand total of like 3 minutes have passed.
Yeah,
into their,
I'll wait for them to rest, and I'll check the burnt remains of the library to see if anything's salvageable, as well as the corpses of the enemies. See if there's any books or anything that they had.
Hell yeah, sounds like a good idea. Vin, how's your stuff doing?
Hello.
It's doing well. What's your Song of Rest give to those who are short resting?
I think they heal an additional amount.
They get an extra 1d10 hit die.
Was that calculated? Carlos, you'd already calculated that in last session? Alright, so it's just Night. Night, just take into account Song of Rest if you haven't already. And just add a d10.
Yep. Just an extra d10 that you roll.
There you go.
No, what? I'm sorry. What I was saying is I got done rolling 11 hit die out of 12. They were all d10s, but since he's offering a d10, do you want me to just go ahead and just subtract one of the d10s that I used to just make it 2 out of 12? Okay, cool.
Unless you want to roll an extra one.
Unless you want to, unless you want to roll an extra one.
I already rolled for max health.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, then
I'll just put a d10.
Give yourself one extra, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Vin.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, indeed. Alright, so for the next hour, y'all gonna be short resting.
Yeah.
Paelias, you're examining this burnt out ruined library. As you can see, I have revealed the rest of this specific building, this section of building to you. So there's a few extra rooms and things for you to look through. This library here, as I'd said at the start, is completely destroyed. There's nothing salvageable. The books have been burnt to ash. Any small remnants of like a cover of a book or anything, you open it up and the pages disintegrate in front of you. And there's some fairly intensive damage done to the actual structure of the room itself. The wall panels are all burnt and charred and fucked up. You can actually see through into this room here in a couple of places, but luckily Vazrai's cute firefighting was able to prevent the next room from being engulfed in too much fire.
Is Vazrai gonna make a firefighter calendar?
Oh my.
Remember what Smokey said? I'm just a Smokey fangirl now, I guess.
Oh my god.
Only Vazrai can stop fire.
Yes.
Until I long rest, then I will flip out one of my cantrips for that. For control flex.
The moment Vazrai's heart just stops for a moment is the moment she hears Fireball. God damn it. It's gonna take forever to clean up. Oh no.
Wow.
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 I had taken 36 damage, and oh, never mind. I had taken 34, and I rolled 36. Hell yeah.
Back up to full.
Yeah.
It's pretty good for a short rest. Nephis will offer to take the elves back to the ship. He wants to check up on the ship. Is that something you're willing to let him do, Paelias, or would you like the elves to stay down here with you? / would you like Nephis to stay down here with you?
If he's sure he can get them to the ship safely, then I have no problem with that. Though I would ask for their names and their father's name.
Yes, the elves introduce themselves to you as Haloni and Hyera, the twins, and they tell you that their father's name is Caillou.
No, you're gonna have to spell that out for me.
Yeah, I'll write it in chat.
Oh, I would also like to know which direction or where he headed, so that we can look that way. All right.
They tell you that their dad departed from where the elves were taking sanctuary. The place where they described resembles the church, the chapel that you had come across, where there were a number of poisoned self-deleted elves. Was where he left from, I should say, and they're not really sure where he went because he didn't specify where he was going. He just said he would be back soon. They surmise he must have gotten lost or something. They're pretty certain he's alive, though.
So, did they come this way to search for him, or did he go that way to begin with?
They explained that they were the ones who left the church. And the reason they had left was because they thought they were going to be in danger. A number of the elves, like the ones that were starving, and they just chose to take sort of the painless way out, left them alone. And so, out of fear, because the goblins had started showing up and the ogres and all that, they went into hiding, and then they had been. By the time you guys found them, they'd been hiding up in that attic for pretty much the entire time.
I don't know.
And their dad hadn't come back yet. So I think it was like, what was it, a week or 2 weeks since those elves had drank the
died?
poison?
Yeah.
So they've been up in that attic for like a week. Just waiting for their dad. Who could be anywhere in this underwater city. Who knows? Yeah. But aside from that information, I'll just say not just say, but the long rest will go through. You guys don't hear anything or see anything. Nobody comes looking for their fallen friends yet. At least nobody has showed up looking for their fallen friends. Paelias, you said that you were okay with Nephis trying to get back to the ship with the girls?
Yeah, if he was confident he can safely get them back to the ship, then yeah.
Nephis is pretty confident he can retrace his steps.
Well, I mean, this is flooded.
Oh, yeah, that's right, it is. Here, I'm going to draw that so that I don't forget.
Because I didn't have the stone wall spell prepared, so I could not reinforce the wall.
Womp womp.
Womp. I wasn't expecting to need to use it at sea. That was my mistake.
That's a reasonable thing to assume, though, as well. Okay. So yeah, you so.
Well, I mean,
realizing that he can't fuck off, he decides.
I guess there are diving suits. There are diving suits here in human size.
Yes.
Theoretically, he could take that and leave, but Sahagin.
And also, would they be willing to do that?
Yeah, and would they be willing to do that?
I don't know. I don't know if they'd be willing. Are you asking them if they're willing?
I am not telling them to do that. Not the open sea approach with just the three of them. I would not recommend.
Nephis would be willing to try by himself to just see where it is, like to find the ship again or find a way through, but he doesn't. He also agrees that probably not a good idea to just go on a wild expedition with two civilians. Two young, scared, inexperienced civilians.
We'll wait for the others and then make a plan.
Hell yeah. So an hour passes. And y'all are long restido.
No, we're short rested.
Sorry, short restito. It's another example of malinformation. Who would have spread that?
Okay.
Vazray, after taking a small nap, curled up in the corner, decides to wake up feeling better. We're tired. We're definitely tired for right now, but we think we're ready to go again.
Vazrai and all of her split personalities. We are tired.
Yeah.
Steel yourself, Miss Pinefall. We must continue. And I'll
My
give
God,
Vazar a bardic inspiration.
Oh,
This is amazing. Holy shit.
hell yeah.
Your bardic inspiration. Thank you. Should we check on the others or continue looking about the rest of the area?
I think everybody's there, unless Paelias, are you gonna wait in that room for the others, or are you gonna go find them? Just because your token hasn't moved. I don't know if there's.
Oh, I
if it
haven't
matters.
touched the token because I've been cleaning up my board stuff.
But just for the sake of,
yeah.
if everybody's there
No.
together, then you don't have to worry about finding anybody else.
And like after an hour and letting them rest, because he would have seen them taking a brief respite when he was checking the library and stuff.
Are you just looking out of curiosity because it'll save me a bit of time? But did you decide to take a look through everything, or just a library?
The library and the corpses.
Library
They
and
had
the
any.
corpses.
Primarily looking for books or scrolls or stuff like that.
Well, I don't believe the hobgoblin spellcasters died in any horrific way that would destroy anything that was on their person.
I stabbed
Probably
him.
a good thing. Well, stabbing doesn't kill books, luckily. Unless it's Harry Potter, in which case stabbing kills books.
You went there.
I did. I went there. So I will. Roll me an investigation check there, Paelias. I'm not gonna make it that easy
Oh,
on you.
hey,
Let's see what
something
you
I'm
got.
good at.
Oh,
That's
hey.
22.
That's pretty damn good.
Well, I mean, if it's an intelligence or a wisdom skill, plus 10 and plus 9. So, if it's charisma 0.
Is this during the short rest still?
Yeah, he's fucking around looking at a couple of bodies while you guys are taking a nappy nap. So on these guys' bodies, because there's two of them, they both had little bandoliers that were full of books and knickknacks, as well as a couple magical items. So on one of the hobgoblin spellcasters, you find a belt with 2 flasks of alchemist's fire. You also find a series of books that have a lot of fairly serious magical text. Like they're more like textbooks, not spell books. Centered around more natural magic, so more like druidic magic, which I believe wizards can read some of the druidic stuff.
I can't read druidic. So I assume if I use comprehend languages, I'd be able to read it.
Yeah.
Or understand it when it's spoken, but yeah.
Within one of these books is tucked a small like pamphlet, but like a translated work. It's a loose collection of papers. When you read through them, because they are written in Elvish, you find the spell growth. So they can help you, because I think you can copy, if I remember correctly, wizards can copy down spells into their spell books.
Yes, if they are on the wizard spell list, I can cast, or I can copy them into my spell with time and money.
With time and money.
But time is money. So.
It's true. This is a wizard capable spell, so you do.
So I treat it as though it were a spell scroll, except I can't cast with it normally.
Effectively, yeah. So it's the spell Enlarge Reduce, which is a second level transmutation. Not growth, sorry, I read it wrong. And it does allow wizards to cast it as part of that list. There's another collection of papers that you cannot read, but you can tell it is in the Druidic text.
All right.
Aside from that, the other books are just regular textbook books or works of scholarly writing. Very academic research papers and all those kinds of things that you would find in a research institute or a university. It's stuff that you're used to. You probably even recognize one or two of the titles as you're looking through all of the shit that they have, because they got like a dozen books each, but a lot of it is just not particularly magically useful information when it comes to, can I cast a spell from this book?
No, I'm just noting down what I've been collecting.
Yeah.
I have a gift for Khutula when we return.
Yes. Who doesn't want to have a second edition copy of Sino Gyri's Treatise on Casting Spells silently? Hand signed too. Limited edition hardback cover. With the velvet covers.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Very, very good limited edition. If only somebody could appreciate the quality of a good book like Khutula, you really know what kind of a steal that was. So that's your collection. Of course, included in the things that you find are the weapons and accoutrements that the hobgoblins were wearing.
Right, they had like fancy robes.
They had fancy robes, and the 4 soldiers that are sprawled dead around the hallways are all wearing, I believe it was plate. They were dressed quite tough. They were ready for a fight. And as they're... Sorry, say again? Oh, you didn't say anything. Okay.
I was about to say, or I was about to think out loud, basically, but...
Think out loud for me, baby.
You interrupted my thoughts, so I lost it.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, when you get back on the train, let me know when it leaves the station. Vinshenzo and Vazrai and Carlos and Paelias, after about an hour of resting / searching corpses / pondering the meaning of life, you gather together, having been rested.
I have to say, I'm not sure how many more of those I have in me today.
I will deal with them as I see them.
Was there anything special about the robes they had?
They look pretty.
But they don't have any or well, I mean, I guess I'd probably need to use identify.
You would.
Yeah.
My
Alright, well, I'll just
Schmeat
go on
was
to
in
turn.
them.
Meat. There's a hole in them. I mean, that could probably be sewn
There's a hole in them. I cast mending. There is no hole in them.
Oh. Aside from that, you cannot, with your eyeball, just glancing over them, see if there's any like imbued special properties. Not these ones, at least.
No, I'll figure it out later. I have some time.
All right, guys.
Hello, you've all gathered together.
Oh, wait. What?
You've all gathered together.
I'm just coming out of the corner.
Together. It's okay, we don't
Carlos,
judge you.
why
You
were
can,
you
you
in
can
the corner
live
with
your
me?
truth.
I was dying.
You were curling up with me. Okay, I guess.
Oh.
just a drow just sleeping
you weren't
there with
objecting.
with a pile of kobolds.
I wasn't sleeping
Kyle.
with you.
You were meditating
I was
amongst a
playing
pile
music.
of kobolds. You were whistling is what you were doing. You
No.
dreamt it. all in your
Vinshenzo would
head.
never whistle.
He plays air piano.
The most base form of music below him.
I'm based.
The most
Okay, how do we
basest.
proceed, guys?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
That's what I was asking. Do we want to go find Nephis and Paelias, or do we want to search the rest of the area?
We should probably check on them, see how they're doing. First,
It has been an hour. I hope goblins and hobgoblins haven't found them and started causing them troubles.
I'm sure you would have heard something if they were.
Every
Well,
minute that passes is another accomplishment stolen from the elves.
As much as I would fight you on that, I can't really fault that. We should check on Paelias. And Vazray is going to take.
Such things must not come to pass.
Walking through this burning room that freaking Vazray has extinguished.
They certainly did a number here.
Thankfully,
It was
For all their-
never.
worse.
It was never about the books.
For all their talk of conserving knowledge, they certainly didn't hesitate to blow everything up.
They are
Vazray looks at the
deceivers,
door.
Mr. Carlos. Even you should know that.
Vazray is going to attempt to push the door aside just a little bit. That way she can squeeze through.
Okay,
Yes.
we meet up with Paelias.
Paelias was up with you guys. He just didn't bother moving his token.
Oh, what the?
Motherfucker, man.
I roleplay
know.
the
I
door
feel this right
open.
now.
Realistically, all of y'all would be like this.
I open the door and then I close it behind me so that the people behind me can open the door again.
Yeah, it's like we're getting ready to leave the room, and freaking here's Paelias. It's like, oh, we were just getting ready.
He's
to
just been
leave.
quietly reading in the corner or something like that, and you finally realize he's there. Oh,
Was everything okay with you and Nephis?
Yes, we're fine. The fighting spooked the elves, though, so we
Well,
had to
hobgoblins
deal with
are
that.
dead.
Well, we should probably continue onward then.
Yeah.
Has anyone explored these two rooms?
nobody's explored any of the 4 remaining rooms yet.
This is an open archway, I think.
There are. Let me check my cheat sheet.
It was because the
There are 2 open
I
archways.
went
This
through
is an
there.
open. This is an open archway. This is an open archway.
Yeah, I
this
just
is a double
said
door.
that.
Thank you for paying attention.
I will search this one, I guess.
Kardoc
Okay,
loved it.
so the room that y'all have been hanging out in appears to be some sort of a tinkerer's workshop. This one here on the table, you can see what looks to be a pair of half-built, strange-looking gauntlets. There are pieces strewn about the table, and whoever was working on this project clearly did not finish it to completion. However, there are a few. There's a chest and a set of shelves and a couple other devices around that are there.
I searched the room for survivors. I care about nothing else.
The only survivors you find are yourselves.
I move on.
Okay.
Carlos would take a look at the chests and whatnot and shelves.
Roll me investigation.
Okay. Let's see.
I will search this room for signs of life as well.
All right.
17.
17. So you pull open this little chest here, or it's like a set of shelves. You find enough tools and components to create a full, I think it's called a Tinkerer's Kit, or Tinkerer's Tools.
Oh.
No, Artificer's Tools, sorry.
Tinker's tools.
Whatever the fuck the Artificer uses. This is an Artificer's workshop.
Anyone can use tools if they have the proficiency.
The thing about the Artificer is that he can use any tool as a spellcasting focus.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so it's the Tinker's Tools.
Alright,
As well, you find a small glass globe.
Can I tell what the glass globe is for?
Yes, the small sphere of thick glass weighs about 1 pound when you pick it up. I'm not 100% sure what the rules are for identifying magical items. I believe you actually have to try and identify them. However, this is an item, just meta speaking. It's not an item that requires attunement.
Oh. I pick it up and smash the glass globe over Carlos's head.
Hell yeah.
Big dumb head.
What do I need to roll to figure out what it is?
Probably Arcana, if it's a magical item.
Arcana.
Or, if you want to identify something magical, it's usually Arcana. Or casting the Identify spell.
Oh.
I believe also if you attune to an item that can be attuned to, you learn its property.
Yeah, but this is not an attuned item, which is lucky.
8.
You've no idea what this thing is.
Well, maybe someone else does.
Maybe.
Maybe ask the nerd.
Oh, the nerd's not here right now, so maybe later.
Vazray's
What
not
is
too far
that?
away.
Give me that.
Oh,
Not
no.
even in the same room as me. Go away.
Hey, you've already moved on.
What else do I find?
I smash
In the
it.
room.
No.
My head.
You keep
Apparently
talking
you find
about
one less thing.
the lost works of the elves, and then you proceed to destroy the works of the elves.
It was never about the works of the elves.
It was never about the books.
It's never about the book.
Sorry, in answer to your question, you find... Oh... No, that's about it. You do find some other, like, spare parts and components and stuff like that.
I would raise this place to the
17.
ground if I could.
Jesus. Alright, well, if there's nothing else of note in the room, I'll leave it.
Yeah, it's mostly, like, small workshop components of things that you can probably assume what they do, but as individual components, they don't do anything special.
Lucky for you, Lord Cairona, that your Kobold Elite is here to help you destroy this place should you need it.
Kobold Elite.
Your Kobold pseudo-drow.
Kobold Elite Guard.
We didn't have enough budget for an actual drow, so we
The
just gave you
Kobold
drow
Honor
light.
Guard.
Yeah,
Drow light.
just a discount bodyguard.
That's not true.
Diet drow.
Ah. The Underdark is a very strange place.
Okay, so Vinshenzo, you walk through the arch into what looks like some sort of a medical laboratory room. The table in the center that you see is faintly washed / stained with dried blood. I would say faintly. It looks like somebody cleaned up. They just didn't clean up 100%. So there's still a little bit of a residue. On the table there is a delicate brass instrument, not a musical instrument, but a scientific instrument of some kind.
Oh.
And in the corner here, there looks to be a table for performing some sort of magical experiments or procedures. You also see a book here on this lectern.
If there are no survivors or signs of life, I move on.
There are 3 cages / grills in the floor. Should you desire to inspect them?
I inspect them for signs of life.
All right. So roll me perception for this one here.
Okay. That is a 21. 21.
21. How far is your dark vision?
120 feet.
120 feet. So in the bottom of that pit, you see a pair of lidless eyes staring up out of a murky pool of water. There's a ladder on the underneath of that grill for you to be able to descend into the pit. They look like the animal eyes of, or not the animal eyes, but they look like big milky fish eyes.
The gun
I
You
don't.
correctly identify it as a creature that you are actually familiar with, I believe.
Oh no.
I think they're from the Underdark as well.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I will preface this with, it's dead.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no, anyways.
Disgusting.
It's undead.
Are they from the Underdark? Hang on, let me have it.
No, probably.
Roll me nature.
Okay.
Survival, whatever the fuck that thing's called.
Which one?
Well, there is a nature and there is a survival.
Oh!
Yeah.
Sorry, there is. Roll me...
I would
nature.
believe it's nature, because survival is more about cracking and
I like nature.
surviving the land.
18.
You know that these are Kuotoas. I don't know how to pronounce those, but they are fish-like humanoids that used to dwell in huge numbers in the Underdark. In fact, they were a large source of security problems in your youth. Your house, not the house Cairona, but the house that other one. Your actual
Helvani?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
So the house Helvani was tasked with rooting out and destroying Kuotoa nests in the underground lakes in the mushroom forests to the farther lower down and farther into the Underdark than where the actual city was. And it was a fairly decent campaign, and it was part of the contributing factor as to why your house won a lot of laurels on the banners of their house flags.
Good.
This thing
It's
is
dead.
dead.
Damnable creature.
Yes.
Damnable whelp.
I look in the other ones.
Roll perception.
Okay. 20.
There's a small creature in the bottom of this pit. As you lean your head over to look down through the grill, you can see it skittering and scuttling. It appears... roll Arcana.
6.
You have no fucking idea what this thing is. It looks like
How
a strange. It looks like a weird creature that is about the size of a cat, but it has. It seems it has wings, and it has a weird face. It doesn't look like a cat. It looks like a cat with a frog's face and wings.
How queer. I wonder how long it survived in this cage without food. I look at the last one.
In the last one, I'm going to roll one more perception.
29? 28? Sorry.
28. So you can see that the ladder descends down to where a pit should be, similar to the other two. Except the bottom of this pit has entirely been destroyed, leading into a cavern which you cannot see the depth of.
Oh. It's deeper than 120 feet? That's nuts.
All you see is inky blackness, so it looks as though if you were to descend the ladder, you might be descending farther than the ladder descends, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the ladder ends, but the hole doesn't.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Technically, the ladder ends where the hole begins.
I reach into my suit jacket pocket with 2 fingers and produce a small coin. I put it on my thumb and flick my coin of delving up into the air and down into the hole.
Oh. How, let me just double check my homework on coins of delving.
I'll post.
It's a wondrous item. How wondrous. If dropped a distance greater than 5 feet, the coin issues a melodious ringing sound when it hits a surface. Any creature that can hear the chime can determine the distance the coin dropped based on the tone. It drops 300 feet.
Oh. That was
Sorry,
And
did you say
after
300 or 800?
300, and after about 200 feet, the sound becomes muffled as though it splashed into water.
Oh. Perhaps a way out for later. I walk away, leaving my last coin of delving behind.
That was your last one?
Yeah, I had 3. I used the second one in the abyss.
Oh!
That.
Okay.
I was curious.
What next there, boyos?
I move on room to room looking for signs of life.
As you move on, I'll just double check with the rest of the party and what y'all are doing.
Carlos should go into the room as Vinshenzo would be leaving it and take a look at what he didn't consider important.
All the things he didn't consider important?
Yeah.
The loot goblin has arrived?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so you got, I'll just refresh your memory. You have 3 pits in the floor. Some sort of a medical table or a surgical table with a brass scientific instrument sitting on it, faintly washed with blood. There is a lectern here with an open book. This appears to be some sort of a table for conducting procedures, experiments, who knows, examinations. There's a barrel. There's a bookcase here. An empty cage. Not a lot else.
Well,
oh, and this is like a vase or an urn.
Oh, okay. Okay, first I'd like to take a look at what that item is. Can I identify it? I know medical. I should maybe know it.
Sure, roll me medicine.
Okay, I'll roll medicine. Yeah. Let's see what's my bonus for medicine. 7.
Refresh my
That is
memory. Where did your
21.
21? Where did your medical text come from? Do you remember generally?
Your mom.
Yeah. My medical
mom?
knowledge, where it came from.
Well, I remember you had like a textbook or something that you
Yeah.
picked up on your adventures. That was in the old world, right?
Yeah, it was a long time
You've
ago.
either been
I think it was the one city that got
the
sacked.
library.
wasn't it? Yeah.
That one. Okay, so what you are looking at is this is a crazy new idea theorized by a couple of gnomes that were heralding this new concept in studying viruses and illnesses, and they call it a microscope.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's very intricate, very delicate piece of brass and glass equipment with the dials and slides and the like.
Carlos is more scientifically attuned. Maybe he'd be interested. What's this book over here?
That's a very good question. Would you like to look at the contents or the cover?
The cover.
The cover is in Elvish, which I believe you understand.
Yes.
So this is a guide to... It's a researcher's guide to magical and abnormal creatures found in the wild. And it appears to be, so whoever was working here was using that. It's flipped over, it's nicely flattened. And the last person that was using that seemed to be conducting studies on a creature called a Qali.
Oh, what is that?
It seems to be a strange fish-like humanoid based on these notes, or based on what's in the textbook, and you can see it's got a couple of scrawled notes as well on the side, also in Elvish, but they're mostly of a equally scientific nature, discerning measurements, heights. It looks like whatever they were doing, they were improving upon the information that was previously written in the book. You see a couple places that are scratched out and mentioning average height or weight of a specific organ, or how the dimensions are different, or something was that type of thing. Very medical.
Does it have any like practical applications, such as like behavior or anything like that?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So it also like has like how they'd react and whether they're usually hostile or etc.
It's from more of an etymological or observational standpoint, and less of a Crocodile Dundee and more of a David Attenborough, if that makes sense in terms of the way the information is presented. It's more of like somebody was watching these things from afar, and it talks about like, they generally organize themselves in this is what their regular activities are. They appear like, it is good, but it's not some dude went up and stuck his thumb up his ass and said, and then they got mad when you do that. No, it's not that.
All right, I'll take the book.
It's quite a hefty tome, and by looking through it, you can tell that there's a decent number of entries.
Khutula will be happy by this. Oh, what's in the bookcase?
Mostly empty. However, you find a few more texts about surgical procedures and practices, the ethics of animal experimentation, very laborious texts.
I'll take the surgical one. That might be.
Yeah. So the surgical text seems to be focusing, like the perception of it when you read through a few pages seems to be based a lot around autopsies. However, there is a lot of relevant information about like how to cut into things and how to negate this, that, and the other thing. So it does present good applications to cut open the living and not just cut open the dead.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And there's nothing else really that contains stuff. If you want to look in the barrel, you can look in the barrel if you want it sealed. So you'd actually have to like crack. It's sealed, so you'd actually have to like crack that sucker open. Whatever's in there. You don't know what's in there, but what is in there will stay.
I'm gonna like shove it and try to like rock it and see if it's like solid or liquid or inside.
It seems like it is liquid inside.
Interesting. Is there any labels on it?
Nope.
I am curious. I would like to try to open it.
Okay. How would you like to try and open it?
How do you normally open a barrel?
With a...
I have a crowbar.
Crowbar would probably be the tool I'd go for personally. It's not like a... Obviously, we recognize there's a difference between barrels and kegs. This is not a keg, because the way you open a keg is you normally tap it. This is not that. So you would need to remove the lid.
Yeah, so I'll use a crowbar and remove the lid.
Hell yeah. Roll me athletics.
With advantage?
Yes.
Not
with
standard.
your crowbar advantage.
Crowbar advantage. Okay, let's see. That is C13 plus 6. Right? 6. Where's my athletics? It's not me. This is me. 19.
You are deftly able to crack open the lid, and immediately you can detect the strong smell of acid. You can see that the inside of the barrel is lined with metal, which has been corroded and pot-marked to quite a degree.
If I had something to contain it, it could be a potent weapon. Carlos quickly looks around the room.
Well, there's a bottle on the floor right next to you there. Or another bottle right there. They're already full of liquid.
Does this liquid look the same as this liquid?
No. That's the acid inside the barrel is actually quite clear. The reason why you know it's acid is because of the strong odor and obvious physical effects on the barrel. Otherwise, it is clear. The stuff in the barrel on the floor looks to be sort of like a Pacific blue.
Does it have a label?
No. The fuck
Who the
labels
fuck are these people?
People who apparently know their stuff well enough to not put labels on it.
Okay,
Loser.
well, I'm gonna put the lid back on the barrel so it doesn't like tip over and kill me.
That'd be smart. Somebody's taking their WMIS training.
Yeah. I'd like to do a sniff test on this guy. Figure out if I can see what it is.
You pop open the cork and give her a little sniff, and it smells faintly of apples and chemical.
Apples and chemical?
Yeah.
Based on my medical knowledge.
Why don't you roll medicine and find out?
Maybe I will.
Maybe you will. Maybe you won't.
So that is actually really good. 16 plus 7. I have no idea what 16 plus 7 is. 16 plus
23.
7. Yeah, that number, 23.
You can tell that this has absolutely nothing to do with medicine, and it is probably a potion of some sort.
Okay, I'll close it back up. Do the same thing to this guy over here.
Alright, you pop open the cork, take a little sniff. It smells like cinnamon, and the liquid is warm.
Okay, that's not as good. That would be a 17.
Yeah, definitely not a medical tincture.
Close that up too. Carlos shrugs, and if he comes across Paelias, he'll mention the 2 possible potions and leaves the room.
Hell yeah. Alright, Paelias, what are you up to? You're in the library? You're in the secondary library?
The other room, I searched this room.
Yeah.
What?
So this appears to be something of a records room, but not a record in terms of like finance or inventory reports or any of that kind of crap. It seems like where people would put their experiment and lab reports after they're finished, like filing away the results of their work. So you come across a host of essentially like unfinished experimental procedures and shit like that. There is a really neat and interesting glowing gold book right here.
You said it's glowing.
Sorry, glowing not in a metaphysical sense, but glowing in the sense that it's a shiny gold book.
Okay. I would like to inspect.
You can tell that the cover of the book is made of solid metal. The paper sheets inside themselves are like gold leaflet, very exquisite. The book itself is in fact latched shut, and you need a key to be able to open the covers, unless you want to try and break the lock.
No.
In the room with you, and I also forgot a detail because I just double checked my little cheat thing, but in the room with you on this wall directly opposite the door is a pipe that has been crudely installed through the wall, similar to
this.
Yeah, similar to certain other pipes. As well, as I said, there was something that I forgot, but there's a door here, one of the airlock doors. I did not see it. There's an airlock door there for Carlos and Vinshenzo, because you both went into that room.
Oh, okay.
Close yours awares. I just noticed that. Anyways, yes.
I will look through the shelves on the book.
All right.
And the notes and stuff, and if I find a key, I'll try it on the
Investigate
book.
me.
Uh, 19.
Oh, that's a good number. So as you're fiddling around, looking through the books and looking through the various shelves, you find a small wooden box up on the top shelf of one of the bookcases. It is, I'm gonna say, roughly head-shaped, but not in a weird, gruesome way. It is, that shape of, or that size of box. Head size, not head shaped.
All right.
Would you like to take it down?
Yes.
Would you like to look inside?
Probably, but I'm just looking if I have I need to look over. Yeah, no, I'll open it. I'll risk it for the biscuit.
All right, you open this box, and inside you find a helmet.
Yes. Oh.
No, it's a helmet of some sort.
Can I roll investigation or arcana to attempt to determine what it is?
You may roll Arcana to attempt to determine what it is.
All right, Corwin, guide me. Ouch. That's a 19.
That's not too bad. It is a magical helm called the Helm of Comprehending Languages.
Sounds useful.
Nice.
While wearing this helm, you can use an action to cast the Comprehend Language spell from it at will.
I put it on.
Hell yeah.
It was cursed.
You are now wearing a helm.
Does it look snazzy?
It looks very elvish. It does not look like it's meant for somebody to go into battle with. It looks more like it's a, I don't know,
Ornamental?
focus or a medium. Yeah. Yeah, it's more of an ornamental thing. It's very open-ended. It does not. I don't think it does count as a type of armor, and I say that just because by the description of the item, it does not say wearer gets a whatever.
No, it's considered just a wondrous item, not armor.
With your 19 investigation, you also find a purple book with a red pentagram on it, sitting on that shelf there, which is not locked. Unlike the gold book. However, you do not find a key for said gold book. Not in this room.
I go to find Carlos to see if he can pick the lock on the book.
Pick the lock. Carlos would be the one who could do that. Okay.
I'm just wandering around.
You guys are wandering around. Vin and Vaz are moving to the next room. I believe.
Yeah.
Bazray is intending to go into this room right here. Is the hallway go down anywhere?
No, that's the end of the hallway.
We probably would have cleared 3 rooms in the time these 2 goblins have taken.
Goblins.
Freaking goblins, man.
Well, go ahead and clear the room.
Well, my lord,
I
I'm gonna
search
go ahead
for
and check the
signs
room.
of life.
There are no signs of life.
Bazray
Okay.
opens the door.
Oh. Okay.
Desiree opens the door and she finds no signs of life.
Kobold pushes open the door. Oh, there's nobody here.
There's nobody here.
I
Sad
continue
kobold noises.
on.
Bazray continues.
Alright, well, as I said, that's the end of the hallway, so...
A wall.
But if you would like to continue on, the next place to continue would be to either go investigate the pipe in this room. Oh, you haven't been in this room yet, so... That's a room you can go to if you
Moonbeam.
want. Hello.
I am so sorry. The first thing that popped into my head is it's like, sorry, that's a wall. You're gonna have to pay for a DLC to continue further.
Yeah, you've been locked up against the
That's what
paywall.
that's what my brain just automatically
You said there was
processed
an
as being a
entrance
fucking
here?
paywall.
Yeah, that's an elven airlock, not a goblin airlock.
Does it denote air on the other side?
It denotes air on the other side.
I open it
Oh, he opens it
and go through.
and it goes through. Are you going to inform anybody that you're moving on, or are you just going to say fuck them?
I'm going with Vazare.
goblins.
I don't care about looting.
All right. Well, this is your little passage that you enter into.
Okay.
Oh. Venda's going that way. Bazray's
Yeah.
just gotta keep him.
We'll explore this way, looking for signs of life.
Let's not dally too far. Carlos and Paelias,
Hello.
give you a chance to catch up because you're almost done with your goblining, anyways.
I am.
I found a secondary library with some books and this magical helmet.
Oh.
But there was a locked book. I was wondering if you could help me unlock it.
I can give it a shot. Do you have it with you?
No, it's just through the door.
All right, let's go.
Look, a book.
I'm going
A
to
golden book.
sleight of hand. So that is 31.
31. Holy moly.
I'm the lockpicking lawyer.
You definitely are that with your special tools and a decent amount of skill. You are able to open up the book. You unlock the book and you reveal its pages.
What does it say?
You have no idea.
It's not
Do I
Elvish?
have an
It's not in Elvish, no.
Okay, is it
How
in
weird.
Celestial, Draconic, Infernal, Primordial, or Silver?
Celestial, yep.
Okay, then I don't need to cast Comprehend Languages.
Not yet. No,
I
not
can
with
just
your,
read it.
not with your super sexy helmet. Yeah, you know a lot of languages, don't you?
Yeah, I took the linguist feat. I speak many a language.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's written in Celestial. So, what does it say, Chris?
It is a history of all of the different planes and research into planes, not planes walking, but traversing different planes and distances.
Planar travel.
Yeah. And it's written in Celestial because it is focusing on like the not shitty ways of getting between planes and traveling without the means of giant demon doors, as some choose to do.
Now, I wish I'd had this.
In a past life.
I wish I would have had this like 60 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's that book that you forgot to check out of the library before going on your expedition. Hooray! No, actually, if you look at the publishing date, you can see that it was actually published after you had disappeared. So perhaps maybe there's mention of you somewhere in there. Who knows?
Wonder. All right.
So we'll
well,
scribble at the bottom of the page. Don't be like that guy.
it details the travel between planes.
Not only does it detail travel between planes, but it details certain ritual castings and ways to. Like, it honestly seems as though. I don't know, fuck. Roll me Arcana. Read through it. Read through a couple of pages and see if you can discern the purpose of this text. Because it is a very heavily worded book.
24.
This book appears to be the culmination of knowledge from this place. It appears to be the reason why this place actually is. Based on the foreword, the research notes, and a bunch of the entries by the people who wrote this text, this is the ultimate, not ultimate, but this is the final accomplishment of sort of the people that used to work there. It details all sorts of shit based on planar travel. Not just from a wizarding standpoint, but also from a construction of magical devices and instruments and tools, facilities, like all that type of thing. More permanent planar traveling circles, whether it's something that you would want to cast, something that you would want to build. It sort of contains information off of all different walks of magical professions.
Having read a few more pages, it seems to be the masterpiece, if you will, of the people who used to work here or were here before. It contains an absolute treasure trove on planar of knowledge on planar travel. Magic engineering, spellcasting, theory.
Teleportation.
Oh, sounds like it's right up the alley of someone like you.
Yeah, saw that it was published after I left.
Isn't that always how it goes?
Yeah. Would have been very useful back in my day.
As it was mentioned, Carlos, but I think this is the first time you've been in this room. There's a kobold-sized pipe there.
Ooh. Carlos's eyes immediately dart to it. Excuse me, I need to look at this.
Do you want me to wait here for you, or should I go find the others?
You'd probably best find the others. Knowing my luck, this will plot me down right where they are.
All right, I shall look for them.
I love Carlos right now.
Why? What did I do?
That's a very Carlos thing to say.
I was about to say that is a very Carlos thing to say.
Yeah, things usually work out for me, don't worry.
You gonna crawl into the pipe
Yes.
and crawl out the other side?
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Well, I gotta peek out the
no.
other side first before getting out, but yeah, I'm gonna crawl through the pipe.
The floor
I'm
is lava, look out.
Are you gonna peek in any specific kind of manner? Or are you just gonna crawl through
Stealthily?
and peek out? Oh, that's a good thing to say.
Yeah.
Well, when you put it like that.
When you put it like that, I guess you're not fucked. Alright, let's see. So that a natural 20 plus 10, so that's 30 to stealth.
Nat 30? Hell yeah, dude.
Nat 30? Nat 30?
You hear goblinoid voices in the room as you start crawling through the pipe. They like bounce and echo into the room. It's not an empty chamber in front of you.
Am I able to stealthily peek out at all?
Yeah, sorry, I just got a taco and I don't want the crunch to unduly affect your life. God, it's a really good taco too. Fuck, that's good. Okay, the answer to your question, yes, you can sneakily peek around the corner. You can correctly identify that there are 5 goblins in the room. They seem to be bickering at each other in their native language.
5 goblins. Picker.
They're all in their diving suits. However, they are not like their helmets aren't on. They're carrying an amalgamation of tools. They don't seem to be carrying any sort of like swords or specific weapons, but they're carrying pipe wrenches and rock cutting tools and Vin and Vaz, did you close the airlock door behind you? Up there.
I was the first to go through. I didn't close it.
Vaz, right? Would you have closed the airlock door behind you?
Yes. I would have.
All right, well, in that case, I will search all the rooms before I go through the airlock looking. Well, we get there a bit late.
Understood.
Do I hear the goblins through the door?
You can roll me perception, and we'll find that out. And if Bazar wants to roll it as well, we'll find out that her eyes are shut. But that's okay. Maybe her ears are open. 21? You hear goblins.
I'll roll. 11.
When you hear the sound of a cold, damp hallway underwater.
Certainly could be worse things.
Yeah. You could be in the abyss.
I miss Peter.
I miss the abyss. That place was fun.
The abyss reminds her of Peter.
Reminds her of Peter. I'm sorry, brother.
I wouldn't say it's the one that got away so much as the one that was left behind, but that's okay.
Oh, why do you gotta say that, man?
It's okay. He's healthy, happy, and alive. Or is he? Carlos, do you do anything with the information that you have received with your 6 senses inside a pipe?
For now, no. I'm going to wait and kind of just like observe to see what they do.
Vin and Vaz.
Is
Please be
Vazray in
long-winded as you
front
want
of
with your
me
answer.
now?
Unless Vin doesn't want Vazray in front, she would like to be in front.
If Vazray is in front of me, I tell her, more goblins stealing elf accomplishments ahead.
Should we attempt to arrest them or kill them?
They may
Maybe they might know
flee. They may flee if they are wise, but judging by their camaraderie, I think there's still work for us to do.
Well then, my lord, let me ask you this question. Would you rather I go in loud or quietly?
I never miss an opportunity to. I never waste an opportunity to make an entrance.
Then allow me to make an entrance. I'm going to bust down the fucking door, just open the shit, barge in. As Vazray is going to attempt to barge through the door.
Stand by.
Carlos,
Yes.
I want you to understand just how lucky you are. Part of me was hoping you were like in this square, and when I barged through this fucking door, I just like half expected you to turn into a fucking cartoon character, fucking
Splat.
pancaking at the wall. Oh no.
Okay, sorry, you're gonna kick the door down? It is an airlock. That might alter your door kicking
Oh, it's
potential.
an airlock.
Well, usually when there's an airlock on one side, there's an airlock on the other side too.
Oh well, shit.
That's a
okay.
big airlock.
Well, not the whole thing is a fucking airlock, but I'm using that term to describe the door that senses whether or not water is on one side of the door or
Does
the
the
other.
rune read that there is water on the other side then?
No, it does not.
That would make sense considering we can hear people.
I mean,
Vazray's boot lady.
I am.
Ezrai is based.
Okay, fine. Since it's an airlock, we're going to open it, cycle it normally, and then walk in.
Hold on a second.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Sorry. I think I have like
Just gonna find my
background
goblins.
noise suppression on again.
Is there any issue with Vazray cycling this?
Oh,
Ezrai is able to cycle it perfectly normally, and the thing opens perfectly normally, and inside the room are 3 diver goblins, and I'm just grabbing them right now.
Okay.
Oh, look, they're right there. Ignore the fact that... Oh, I can just change that, actually. Hang on. Oh, where'd he go? There he is. Wow, that was perfect.
that was awesome.
I should start playing, not broomball, curling. 2, 3, 4, 5. They are just gonna call them divers. Divers. There are 5 of them. They're bickering amongst each other, and like one of them smacks the other in the back of the head. And as soon as Vazrai steps into the room, Carlos, given the fact that you are perfectly stealth, haven't moved, and can generally see what's going on, you are perfectly witness to whatever happens. just for your own situational awareness, Carlos. So yeah, they like freeze and they all turn and look at you, Vazarai. You see 5 goblins in diving suits. None of them are carrying what I'll say is martial weapons. However, they do have an assortment of tools.
Vazarai has her shield out, but no weapon drawn. She walks through the airlock, looks to all these goblins that are complaining, kind of shoots them a stare. What is the meaning of this?
One of them screams something in its native language, and all 5 of them scramble to... Oh, it'll be that one. So they scramble south. This is an archway, so I'll just do that. They all start to like make a mad dash over each other, like pushing past each other to get through the door, and they just all start running this way. I'll do this far just because I don't know if there's anything you're going to do to stop them.
She is going to try and stop them.
Oh.
Cannot escape the hand of justice.
Oh my god.
She rushes after. She draws her. She draws the Northwind Miracle.
Alright. Right when Carlos sees her draw her sword, he's going to kick open the entrance to this and flip out and land right next to her. You need a hand there.
Wondrous timing as always, Santiago.
I try, as he draws his rapier.
I will say to the goblins, you are advised to leave this place. We have felled 36 of you.
They're trying.
5 more would be nothing more.
God damn it.
They're actively in the process of fleeing.
There's your... this is your entrance, Vin. I'm sorry. I loved it. Thank you. I love it.
Okay.
They disappear out of sight.
So
They've fled.
They get away, okay.
Yeah, they flee. Sorry, well, nobody. I know Vazarai said she was going to try and stop them, but
Yeah,
I didn't hear any follow-on actions. They're running. They're running from you. You want to chase after them, you can.
Shall I go after them, Milord?
Let them flee.
She sheaths her weapon. She will not pursue them.
Hell yeah.
I cycle the airlock door if it isn't already open.
It is not open. You cycle it, and it opens just fine.
Oh.
Ah. I see you did find your way to them.
Yes.
Oh, that airlock door. No, that one was open the whole time. Sorry.
Oh.
When you come around the corner, you just see the back of Vinshenzo.
And then when I enter the room, I see Carlos.
And then the front of Vinshenzo.
Well, in that case, if we are going to be continuing our investigation, we should continue looking for them. Is there any
other doors in this room?
Yeah, there's one to the north as well. And I'm going to. It's a double door.
So according to this compass, north is over here.
Oh. There's one to the west then, and the goblins fled to the east. Thank you for pointing out the compass that I was the one who even put it there. The comp ass. Despite only being 13%.
Move it a little bit closer so you can't miss it. Here, maybe this will help you.
Maybe putting it on the board and on me.
Fuck off. I've been looking at it from one specific direction this whole time, and I just completely forgot that I'd done something useful. Okay, well, you're in sort of like an entryway or a foyer almost, and aside from an archway leading into here, a double door leading this way. Pretend you don't see that. That's what you got.
Should we
Fastly-
up and go to a different door? Cover
Fastly,
more
I'm
ground.
just gonna walk into this room.
You guys are just gonna walk right into the other room, eh?
Yep.
I will continue
Okay.
quickly checking rooms for signs of life and nothing else.
By the way, Paelias, because I did say I was gonna tell Paelias about the freaking thingies when I next saw him. When I saw him before.
He distracted you though, so.
Yeah, he did. There were a couple potions, I think, or some kind of liquid in the room you passed through to get here. Not sure if you had a chance to take a look at them. It's probably
No.
something magical. I don't know.
I'll give him a look once we return to regroup with Nephis.
One of them faintly smelled of apples, and the other one cinnamon. Not sure if that helps.
Oh my god. We can make apple jacks.
Oh,
Can I
apple jacks.
roll on that?
At disadvantage.
Carlos is like,
Noting that I do have proficiency with herbalism right now. Or herbalism kit.
Roll disadvantage.
Alright.
he says through a mouthful of taco.
It's such a good taco.
Is it homemade or what?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
Oh,
shell isn't homemade, but everything else is.
What was it? Arcana, you say? That would be a 16.
I don't remember what they are. One of them is definitely a potion of fire breath. The cinnamon one. And you believe the other one is a potion of growth. That's where the growth fucky came from.
Imagine if Carlos just chugged it.
Finally, I'm a normal height.
Alright, well, I say that. And then well, since they're going that way, do you want to check this way?
Might as well. The door's locked at all?
This double door here is locked.
Oh. Really? I'm gonna pick it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand for me there, big Chief Dan.
25.
25. You successfully pick the lock.
Hell yeah.
However, when you try and push the door open, it does not open. It shudders, but it feels as though something is blocking it or barring it from the other side.
Oh, the door's unlocked, but it seems there's something preventing us from opening it. Perhaps a door bar or something.
Maybe they put the fridge up against it.
I don't think there's any way we'll be able to get through this way unless you can,
I don't think I can teleport blindly. Sorry, like pseudo misty step.
pseudo Misty Step.
Well, I mean, I basically misty step, but it isn't casting the spell misty step. It follows pretty much the same. Yeah, Starlight Step. It has the same like text as misty step, and I believe it requires sight.
I can do both
Aren't you special?
and unlock the door.
It's already unlocked. It's blocked.
Stairs or the door.
I can unblock the door.
Hell yeah.
I knock on the door and then speak in Elvish. Is there anyone there?
You do not hear a response.
Are you there? Wait, I need to double check what his name was. Kailu.
There is no response.
Well, somebody had to have been in there at some point to bar the door. I
Perhaps
wonder
we
if
can
there's...
find another way through. If not, maybe Vinshenzo has a means of getting the door open.
Perhaps there's a tunnel or vent that leads to it. If so, I'll be able to get inside.
Oh,
Suppose we'll just have to follow the others for now.
Yeah.
all right. Which you go, Vin and Vaz, you going up the stairs? You going in the hall?
Where are the stairs?
Right here.
Oh. I guess I'll check up the stairs.
Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah.
All right, Vazway goes with you.
Yeah.
You begin climbing this.
Carlos will go down the hall.
Yeah. Okay, so up the stairs, as you head up the stairs, you find it's not marked on the map or nothing, but there's a reason for it. You come to a corridor, which is about 15 feet long. At the end of that corridor, looks like an involuntary addition in the sense that it shouldn't be there, but it is a giant hatch for a goblin, like a giant goblin hatch similar in size to one of these bad boys. And it entirely dominates the hallway. There's nowhere else to go other than in the pipe if you were to continue down this corridor.
Does it lead into the sea? Can I see that?
You can't. The hatch is closed.
Is there a rune?
It's not an elvish hatch. It's a goblin hatch.
Dirty goblins.
Is there any way for you to seal such an infernal contraption, Miss Vazera? Miss Pineful.
Arcane law.
Sorry, when I say goblin, I don't. Just to reiterate, it's not that size. It's big size.
You need gold dust to be able to cast arcane lock upon this door if we were to lock it.
If I used my dagger, could I make gold dust from gold coins? By shaving pieces of gold off?
Let me see.
He says
DM
yes.
says yes.
At least 25 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
Vin,
How long would that take?
I'm gonna give you 25 gold pieces.
Minutes.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you 25 gold pieces to start grinding up into dust.
Okay. I do that.
DM, I've removed 25 gold coins from my inventory.
The less of those wicked creatures running around, the better.
Then this will ensure that they do not come through. You can even set a password on it if you would like. That way it would only allow us.
Oh, that was a really good taco. 25 minutes for 25 gold coins.
Yes. Make it.
So good he couldn't
Make the
stop.
password the White Lotus.
Consider it done.
Mm. Are you guys just going to stay up there for 25 minutes?
If Fazri
Yeah.
can assist him in turning these gold coins into dust, she's going to pull out a dagger and also attempt to assist with this matter to speed things up.
Okay. In that case, we'll have it. So it'll take you 12 and a half minutes.
I will compensate you for this gold once we're out of here.
Let's just focus on finding survivors. But first, we will lock this door. We can consider any of that later.
Hell yeah. Alright, so Carlos and Paelias, you guys got about 12.5 minutes worth of exploring and trouble to get into before you're joined by your erstwhile comrades.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna go down here. What do I
Hell
see?
yeah. This way is a double door, a wooden double door.
Mhm.
And up this way, it's just a straight corridor until another wooden double door. However, you do see what looks to be a pipe. Sorry, not a pipe, but like a vent or a hatch towards the ceiling in the wall up here. I really gotta pee, just give me 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. Taco hit him hard.
It isn't even Tuesday.
It's not even Tuesday.
Fucking Taco Monday.
They do things weird in Canada.
Look, every day is Tuesday if you believe it hard enough.
Damn tigers.
These fucking stupid
Every
cats.
single one of them.
I believe we should go this way. I see a vent. Perhaps it leads to that room.
Perhaps.
Alright, where's this vent? I can't see it. I'm blind.
Exactly where you are.
Ah! I open it.
Are the doors locked?
Doors are not locked?
I open them.
Da-na-na.
Looks like an armory.
Looks like it. Carlos, you gonna climb up into the vent?
Yes.
You need you to roll me athletics or acrobatics or whatever it is you use to climb up and into things.
Athletics is climbing.
There we go. That one. Sounds like malinformation for me.
Yeah, it is malinformation now. Well, I guess technically it could be considered malinformation. So I guess, yeah.
Unnatural 20.
You get up and in there.
Hell yeah.
So, would you like to crawl through this vent?
Hell yeah. Reenacting Die Hard.
Alright, so you climb up the wall. You crawl through the vent. And there's a little grill, which of course you bust open, and you end up in the armory right next to Paelias.
Oh, well, that was short-lived. Was that the only place it went?
Yeah.
Are there any doors in here? Are there?
There are no other doors. It is literally just this. It is an armory. It looks like it has been mostly picked clean. There are 2 sets of elvish plate armor. Yes. Many are aware of the fact that while the dwarves can make metal stronger, the elves and their aptitude for finesse, their armor is coveted because it is lighter while not sacrificing protective qualities. So while it is heavy armor, while it has the same protection of heavy armor, it is more like medium armor in its limitations. Which is going to make more sense when I actually pull up a set of armor to tell you what the things are.
I know there's an elven chain, which is a medium chain shirt that grants you proficiency with it if you don't have proficiency. Or rather, you can wield it or wear it without proficiency at no downside.
So
Plate?
this is a thing of my own making. It's a special
Ah,
thing for those of us who don't get to sling spells, but are still looking for something neat because it's the elves. And so it gives you, like it's you got your 18 AC, but instead of having disadvantage at stealth, you can use stealth with a modifier of max +2.
39.
And it's only 40 pounds.
Quite interesting.
And weaponry-wise, there's nothing neat. I take it.
There are long swords, there are glaives, there are quivers that are empty of arrows. There are some quivers that are half full of arrows. This place looks like someone took all they could and then just didn't bother coming back for the extra. You can see that there are shields mounted on the walls. Those shields are actual shields. They feature the crest of Morwen along with a smaller crest of whatever this name of this city is. Jalabad. Where do I have it? Where is the name of this place? Oh. Melanius, that's what it was called. So yeah, it's got a crest of Morwen along with a smaller like sub crest or the iconography of the city guard. On one of the racks, there looks to be a strange looking. It's not a spear, but it's like a quarterstaff, but it has an interesting head to it. It's not a spear tip, but it's an embedded. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It's like a stone. It's a stone embedded into the quarterstaff with looks like some rhinestones or gems encrusted into the stone. That's about all you guys find, though, in this room.
Are there any other vents?
No other vents.
Blast.
I bundle up the armor and take it with us, and I am moving very slowly.
Yep. Hell yeah. Both sets?
Yes. That's why I'm moving slowly.
Let me just write down that you guys have looted that.
I guess there's no way else into that room. Hopefully whoever was in there didn't die. Then we're probably never getting it out in there unless someone can break down the door.
But you guys still got another, 10 minutes.
I guess we'll go check out this door.
Okay, you're gonna go check out that door. It's a
Wherever
double
it is.
set of wooden doors that have been flung wide open.
You know what? I leave the
Forgot about that
armor on the ground here in the hallway for now, in
Okay.
case something's in there. So I'm not encumbered for this room.
Stain here for the armor. Someone can remember that the pea stain is armor. This looks to be a
No,
storeroom of some sort. There is a goblin pipe, a kobold-sized goblin pipe, and not the human-sized or elf-sized giant pipe upstairs that only 2 people know about.
Storeroom probably picked clean already.
You can see that there are a number of sacks and some crates and chests in here. The chests have definitely been flung open. However, the burlap sacks, some of them look like they've been searched through. Others look like they've been looked at and then not really touched. There is heavy evidence of goblin activity in this room.
Bet they absconded through that pipe.
Oh, it's a word I haven't heard in a long time. It needs to be used more frequently.
Oh, did you encounter something else?
What?
I entered the room after the goblins.
Oh
I
yes, that's
wouldn't
right.
see-
You didn't see. There were a handful of goblins that were in that first storeroom, and they ran off. I suppose they must have went this way, or up the stairs. But
Oh, I haven't heard any fighting or anything from the others, so possible they had this. I'll give a brief look over the room and what's in it.
For sure.
Carlos will look down the pipe.
You look down the pipe into a 90-degree elbow.
Ah,
There's nothing in the pipe beyond the up to the 90-degree elbow. What's up beyond that you can't see because that's not how eyeballs work.
you don't know that. Mine could.
What are you, some kind of like a kobold snail?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, let me tell you everything that you see.
Yeah. Excellent.
Uh,
Have a I have a mirror attached to a stick that I just kind of put
I don't
down.
know how
there.
much of this is gonna reveal. Oh, I'm kind of scared. I don't want to do it.
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
we could all
I'll let you-
blindfold.
Do that really quickly. Oh yeah, it says I fear. Fucking revealed the entire thing. Good thing you guys put your blindfolds on. I appreciate you. Let me just cover the rest of it up real quick. Oh, don't do that to me. Okay. You can unblindfold yourselves. There you go. It's dramatic reveal. It's a pipe. A pipe.
I take it there's also just basic supplies in here, if anything.
Yeah, it's just basic supplies, standard storeroom supplies for a garrison. Looks like there's no food left. All the food rations have been picked through. Like the only thing you can really find is like salt and coffee beans.
Would like to roll survival to see if I can see elven tracks in here within the last 2 weeks.
You may.
Would be a 21.
There have been elven tracks in here within the last 2 weeks.
Can I determine how old and where they went?
You can determine that the freshest tracks are 3 days old, and they actually lead to that pipe.
All right. I go up to Carlos. I spoke to the elves earlier. Apparently, their father had gone searching for supplies, and I
Yep.
just looked. There seems to have been an elf here within the last 3 days, and he headed through that pipe, or she headed through that pipe.
this pipe.
Yeah.
What it must have been quite the squeeze for him. Well,
Oh,
I
right.
guess I'll-
It's kobold size, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's not.
Oh.
So, just as a reminder, it's not a squeeze for small creatures.
Yeah, just
It's a
for
normal
normal
thing.
creatures.
For normal creatures, it is a squeeze.
So it's possible for a medium-sized creature to go through it. It's just
Yeah,
sweet.
It's half movement, I believe. And
Yeah,
disadvantage
and-
on stuff.
yeah. It's definitely like a thing the size of an elf meeting a thing the size of a goblin or a regular-sized kobold.
Are the footprints or traces that of a child or a full-grown?
Full-grown adult.
All right.
Well, I will take. I'll take a look through the pipe and see where it leads, and
I could
Not sure.
I could send my spellbook mind through there and scout with it if you'd like.
you're what now?
my spellbook. It's sentient.
Oh, quite unusual. Well, you can have it follow along, I suppose. That way you'll know if it's safe to follow. Carlos crawls in.
All right, I will manifest mind to manifest a tiny spectral scholar, which will follow behind Carlos, hovering through the air.
Hell yeah.
Can you communicate me with this thing?
I can telepathically communicate with it, and I can see and I can perceive through its senses, and it has exceeded dark vision. But
Can you guys turn on the long range radio too?
No.
Oh, still no.
I don't want to spend 10 minutes. I used my speeder ritual already.
I don't want to ensure global communications uplink.
I don't want to set up the radio.
I can see what it says.
It takes so long to configure the frequency.
Yeah. Did the squad leader forget the long range? Yeah, he couldn't be bothered setting it up. Oh.
I guess we just won't have a long range.
Just run when you need them. Okay, so you crawl through the pipe. Roll me your stealth for stealthily crawling through the pipe, because that seems to be your standard
That is my
procedure.
Yeah. Alright, so that is 25.
And roll me perception.
No, sorry, 20. Unnatural 20.
Oh, lied.
I know.
Now
my perception?
Yeah.
Information. See, that is also... See, perception will be 22. Yes.
Okay. So you find... Wait. Oh, you can't see that. That's not there.
What's not there?
Exactly. Hey, you're great at this. Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, so the reason I'm asking that is only for the purposes of Starlight Step.
What's it called? Spectral Mind?
It's called Manifest Mind. It's
Manifest
the level 6 Order of Scribe subclass ability. So I can normally cast spells through it, like I was casting them from the mind 4 times, I believe. Actually, no, it's proficiency, so it would be 5 now.
Yeah,
but the reason
you can use it for your Starlight Step.
Does that mean I don't have to squeeze through this place? I can teleport into the room.
How lazy are you?
Here's... I'm going based off of wacky combinations, and I'm not going 100% based off of rules as written, so just give me 1 second. Because somebody does talk about Manifest Mind for the Order of Scribes.
Yeah.
Shit.
You can see and you can hear and see. It has dark vision within range 6 feet. It can telepathically share with you what it sees and hears. No action required. Whenever I cast a wizard spell on my turn, you can cast it as though I was in the spectral mind space instead of my own, using its senses, and you can do so a number of times per day equal to your proficiency bonus.
So I'm gonna based off of the rules as written for Manifest Mind, where it says the words, whenever you cast a wizard spell on your turn, you can cast it as if you were in the spectral mind space instead of your own, using its senses. It also, 2 paragraphs down, says the spectral mind stops manifesting if it is ever more than 300 feet away from you. If you take a look at Misty Step / Starlight Step, it says 30 feet to an unoccupied, up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. So that means your Starlight Step range has now increased to about 330 feet.
I mean,
because
technically I'm not casting a wizard spell, is what I mean by that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
That's why I'm asking if me being able to telepathically see what it sees.
I'll allow it.
As
I'll
vision.
allow it because as far as I can understand, Starlight Step is Misty Step. Misty Step is a wizard spell. And through that,
Just
the
I can
combination
magically do the
technically
thing without casting the spell.
Yeah, because specifically it says that you're using the Spectral Mind's space instead of your own as where it's cast. I'm gonna, as the rules, it makes sense to me that if you want to extend that beyond the 30 feet, you can. So if you want to, for example, move the Spectral Mind like right into the middle of the chamber and then cast your Starlight Step 30 feet from that spot, you can.
That's cool. That's really cool. Well, in that case, I will remain
jump my
here
gun
and
on that
just-
sucker in case. Deadly. All right, so you're going to stay there, and you're going to remote control your.
Remote control the mind. It takes my bonus action every turn to move it 30 feet.
Deadly. Okay. So Carlos, you peer at the pipe with your unnatural 20.
And I don't see any. What do I see? What do I see?
You see 5 dead goblins.
5 dead goblins? What? Can I tell if these are the dead goblins that we
Just
saw
hang on.
before?
They are absolutely. But in the room as well are about a dozen Sahuagin.
Oh.
Very clearly, with your high perception, the ones that made the goblins not alive anymore. Trying to find Sahuagin. That's players and NPCs. Where's my medium? Oh, I hope I didn't delete them permanently forever.
Goblin warriors, male fighter, goblin boss, goblins, ogre, centaur, orc.
Oh, I did. I'm gonna have to bring in a new bag. Knight, there's a Swaggin.
Swahogany.
The wagon?
Yeah.
Sugundi.
Are they trying to break through the door?
Gun. Yeah, they are. You're getting surrounded by them right now. You and Vin are in trouble.
They opened the door.
Yeah, they broke through the hatch while you guys were scraping coins.
Shit.
Yeah, it's what are you gonna do?
First of all, is water pouring?
No, there's nothing. I was just being a dick.
Oh,
I got you there for a second though, didn't I?
god damn it.
What a dick.
There are, however, actually Sahuagin. They're just not near you. They're actually by Carlos.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
I gesture to the Sohagan, to the fucking little spectral mind thing, like, do you see? I'm like, do you see this? Oh, he's moving out.
I move it forward.
Are you sure that's a good idea? We don't want them following.
It's a tiny intangible, faintly glowing, admittedly, but it's a tiny object. They could absolutely notice it, but what are they going to do? Rush the pipe?
I'm in the pipe.
I mean, I can't talk to you, but
I suppose I could easily hold them off, though, well, depending.
I'm laying pipe.
He's laying
they
pipe.
spread out like this.
They're around the room. There's some of them that are like picking through the goblin bodies. Others are over here doing something else over in this corner.
Doesn't look like the goblins put up
How
any kind of a
tall
fight
is
at all.
this building? Or how tall is the inside of the?
Inside of the room is 20 feet. It looks like the goblins did their best to try not to die, but these goblins don't seem as though they were ready for that kind of a fight. As an aside, there is a glass corridor here, and with an elvish.
Actually, you know what? I will stay here. And I will, assuming I still have it prepared. Yes, I do. In this room here, I will produce the dragon statue, and I will cast the 7th level spell, Draconic Transformation, as though I was here.
What the fuck is Draconic Transformation?
I get a breath weapon.
What? What is he about? What are you about to do?
What is this called? Draconic Transformation?
Yeah, this right here. Or right here.
I want to see exactly what you're about to do. I'm very excited for this.
When I cast a spell and it's a bonus action on subsequent turns for the duration, I can a 60-foot cone of 68 force damage if they fail to save.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but it's a 7th level spell.
Also took a statuette worth 500 gold.
Rip
Yeah,
a
not
roar,
getting
you
two.
draw on the magic of dragons to transform yourself, taking on draconic features. Gain the following benefits until the spell ends. Blind sight 30 feet. Moreover, you can see invisible creatures unless the creature successfully hides from you. Breath weapon, when you cast the spell as a bonus action on subsequent turns for the duration, which is up to 1 minute. You can exhale shimmering energy in a 60-foot... Fucking Jesus Christ. And you have incorporeal wings that sprout from your back, giving you a flying speed of 60 feet.
Jesus.
Okay. So you do that.
Does his astral form or whatever, like, change from my perspective? Like, does it look like a dragon now?
You know what?
I'll leave that
Yeah.
to Paelias to decide.
Yeah, it also both me and Ed take on draconic features.
That's
What
pretty
an-
cool.
That's cool.
Nine hells.
There's like a small, tiny little spirit dragon that just poofs into midair. I'll count this as a surprise round because I think they all see your spectral mind that just turned into a dragon.
Carlos is keeping the hatch as closed as possible, still being able to look out.
He just fucking like reaches up and closes the hatch, cycles it shut. One. I did my job. I opened the hatch.
I opened the hatch. Oh, you're just doing it right there, huh? Okay.
Well, actually, let's see. 60 foot. Targeting would matter.
I don't know, because if you got like somewhere around here and then kind of breathed out, you might be able to get a lot of these guys. How many? 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
You can get the vast majority of them.
Depending on how you do it.
Yeah, if you get in the right spot.
$60.
That's
Wait, are these big? Or are they just
They're
in between?
They're medium-sized creatures. Sorry, they don't have grid projection on, so they're.
You know what? Yeah, I'll fire it from here, I guess.
D8. Jesus.
God damn. I... Oh my god, these guys are about to be in a world of hurt and they have like no idea what is going on. I have no idea what's going on. Carlos is just in awe.
I mean, Carlos also shut the hatch, so he doesn't know what's about to go
No,
on.
I said just enough so that I can only keep
Save
that.
on Yeah, that one would be outside. Oh, whoops. Actually, no, I messed that up. Whoop.
Did you mess it up?
Sorry, did not mean to.
It's okay, you didn't get anything important. Except a glass corridor, but that's okay because it's glass.
Did that even matter?
Well, it might matter.
I guess.
So,
Yeah,
aside
you know
from
it's a
this
corridor.
one, everyone else on inside or on the red line is hit.
Deadly. Alright, roll your 6d8 and also...
It's dexterity save, DC
Dexterity.
19.
Oh, only a 19. Oh, good, they have +0. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, they'll take 21,
2, 3, 4,
or is it round up or round down?
6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Round it up.
So it'd be 21 or 11 if they save.
21 or 11. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
But,
Yeah. And DC of 19, you said?
Yes.
+0. They don't have any benefits to anything. Whatever happens, happens. Good luck, everyone. 7, 6, 4, 7, 6, 14, 8, 18, 2,
I see
6,
a 19.
19. One. That one. That guy takes 11 damage. The rest of them take 21. None of them die. However, all 7 of these guys have been horribly mangled by the force damage.
And since that's a surprise round, I assume it'll just go around to me. Or actually, no, I'll have to roll initiative.
Yeah, everyone will have to roll initiative, and I'll roll initiative for, let's say,
Ooh, thank you, dice. Finally.
18. All right. I'm gonna count the Sahuagin as a horde. They get 5.
Okay, I blast again in the same position
Yep.
to thin out the numbers.
Okay.
Okay, so it'll be 25, 13. And DC 19 dex save again then.
Okay, let me just pull my 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you might be thinking, well, there's a very. What the fuck? Oh, are those the ones that I already had chucked out?
Those were the ones you threw out for the first one.
Fuck it, we'll use fresh dice. 5, 20, 4, 8, 10, 4, 4, 9. It doesn't matter whether or not he nat 20 because they have 22 hit points and you gave them 21 damage the first time. So, bep, 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 bep. I think that's the highest combo kill we've gotten so far.
It is not.
Is not?
Okay.
Oh no, Vinshenzo's portal antics was pretty good too.
Yeah,
That
Probably
too.
the best kill we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Who's killed the most with one attack?
Well, there was those fireball shenanigans when we were on the island attacked by the undead. Where Paelias,
Oh
got,
yeah,
3/4
those were killing
horde.
lots per blast. I don't dwell on that for too long. Okay, Carlos, it's your turn. Unless Paelias wants to do anything else with the rest of his turn.
that was a bonus action. So theoretically, I could cast a cantrip.
Theoretically.
I will mind sliver again from the spectral mind this Hagen.
Splinter mind? What?
Mind sliver.
Mind
It's
Slipper.
basically a mental attack
Yeah, yeah.
cantrip. It is a DC 19 intelligence save, or he will take 13 psychic damage.
Oh, luckily, 11. Okay, he gets a 12 out of 19, so he takes how much? Sorry.
Takes 13 psychic damage and must subtract a d4 from the next save he does. Until the end of my next turn, I believe.
Deadly.
All right.
And
That ends my turn.
that means it's Carlos' turn.
Are these pillars?
Yes.
Okay. What is this?
Did the pillars eat shit from my fourth blast?
I mean, they did eat shit, but those are two like not sarcophaguses, but they're two like stone altars.
All right. So I'm going to. Am I hidden for the purposes of this? Since I'm.
You did close the hatch as much as you possibly could to only just peek out, and you had a high stealth, and you haven't moved.
So I'm going to shoot this guy with my crossbow.
You are going to have to open the hatch more, which will cause you to roll stealth again.
Okay. I'll do so. Okay, so that is a natural 20.
Again.
20.
I'm expecting greater things from you there, Carlos. 20 to hit. That's a pretty good hit. Show me some
No.
damage.
That was stealth. Stealth. That was a
Oh,
stealth.
sorry. What was your hit?
I haven't rolled it.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Ah, there we go. All right. Double
Dead.
dick dice damage.
It is
All
dead.
right, let me see. I need to fucking sort my dice here.
I don't know. Can you do more than 9 HP? Let's find out.
Do you have 9 dice? Do you have? Well, actually, no. Do you have 4 dice?
Yeah, I have. He's gonna die. He's
What a
he's-
great use of the crit. Now let's see some damage. I want to see the whole thing go out. We cannot
hold
just lessen the significance of a crit.
I guess I'll take it. So that is 31 plus 5, 36 times 2,
72.
72 damage.
Jesus Christ.
You
Okay.
shoot in the head. The head goes sailing off into the
Yeah, you get him right between the eyes, and he flops over. He flops over dead.
Can any of the other Sahagin see me right now? Or is their line of sight obscured by this little fucking pillar right here?
Their line of sight is obscured by that pillar. Doesn't show nicely, but that's because I can't put 3D images on this stupid TTS.
Alright, so I'm going to hop out of the pipe, and I guess I'll bonus action hide behind this pillar in front of me.
Oh,
Even though
hell yeah.
they probably didn't see me, I'll do it anyway. So that is C12 plus 10 is 22.
Alright.
And I end my turn.
That's a good turn. The Sahuagin are going to
Panic?
Yeah, they're gonna panic and exit via this hole in the wall. So that's 5, 10. He goes somewhere. 5, 10. Somewhere. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Somewhere. I'm just doing it this way because they're out of view. Out of
Are we
sight.
moving out of combat time?
We are going to move out of combat time.
All right, I will expend my last charge of both Starlight Step and casting from. Actually, no, that's a five charge now because proficiency went up. I will Starlight Step here.
Fuck yeah. Vazroy and Vinshenzo, roll me perception.
21.
Anyone?
Nat 1.
Outstanding. Vazroy is entirely engrossed in her coin shaving.
She's humming.
Vinshenzo, you hear the sound of fighting downstairs, distantly. Something is awry.
Hell yeah. I keep shaving my coin.
Deadly.
Vazray blissfully unaware of what's going on.
She's having the greatest time in the world shaving shinies.
Vazray like shinies. It's part of her kobold nature.
It is part of her kobold nature. Okay. Back to the adventuring duo. You guys have cleared this room handily.
I appear next to the mind in draconic feature form.
Hell yeah. As you pop into existence, you can see, and Carlos, when he starts walking forward, can see through here as well. So this is an elvish corridor. As I said, made of glass. The airlock is a little bit different from other airlocks, as it is also partially made of glass. You can actually see through it. You can see into the hallway beyond. Just a little note there. There's also a, this is not a door, it is a hole in the wall.
But no water.
There is no water, no. And you're also too far away to really look inside. You can just tell that there's a hole in the wall there.
Well, I will stop concentrating on draconic transformation. Returning to normal, and I will... Yeah, I'll dismiss my spectral mind as well.
Fuck yeah.
Well, now that the vermin have been routed.
Yes, quite efficiently, I might add.
I would like to survival for the track.
Carlos is going to recover his crossbow bolt.
You don't find it on the corpse. You find it embedded cleanly in the wall, in the path of flight behind the corpse.
Oh, quite a shot, I must say.
Sorry.
What's your roll?
17 for the survival.
You can tell that the tracks lead this way into the glass corridor.
All right. Turn to Carlos. The tracks seem to be leading down that way.
The glass hallway?
Yeah.
I suppose we should head that way then.
Okay, so you check the airlock. The airlock is cycles because there is no water on the other side. And as you enter into the glass corridor, you see 3 Sahuagin swimming towards the glass corridor. As this is out in the underwaters, you can see the entire floating city, or the underwater city.
How close are they?
They are that close.
They are that close?
Yep, and coming out from, like, around the buildings are other Sahuagin as well.
Thank you.
That are swimming towards the glass corridor. Where are their stupid little fist heads point? Okay, yeah, it is that way. Yeah, there's a bunch of them coming from, like, up above to... They're swimming from, like, higher places. It looks like something has called them, or they have called each other. I'm just going to use the existing ones, but yeah, there's a bunch of Sahuagin. Fuck these ones.
I will Is there another airlock over here?
Yes, that is, in fact, an archway, which is odd because normally there's airlocks, and this is a glass corridor that leads directly into an open archway.
There are more and more of them coming out.
The longer you stand there, the closer they're gonna get. So how long do you plan on observing? Because they're
Just
actively.
seconds. Like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to make a split-second decision of,
Yeah.
do I try to fight them without destroying the glass corridor, or do we run?
That's a good question.
No, I'm gonna run. I don't have the ideal shit for fighting them right now, spell-wise.
Oh yeah.
Is this an airlock?
Nope, it is an open archway, and as you guys start running in, you hear the sound of tridents smashing on glass.
Hope that glass is reinforced.
Let's hurry.
Tank, tank, tank.
All right.
In this room, there are two. Fuck it. I'm just gonna. Due to the nature of the floor of the blueprint of this thing, I'm just gonna do this.
Delicious.
Done. It's all been hoovered up.
Why would they have a glass hallway with no airlock?
Maybe they hadn't had time to put one in.
Seems like an oversight to me.
How odd.
Alright, so what's this setup like?
This appears to be a small salon of some sort, or a living room. There's a fireplace, two sofas, a little coffee table, a grandfather clock, and a little I don't remember what the fancy word is.
Only this door?
There's two archways, one that leads into a little hallway and one that leads into what looks like a kitchen. Clink, 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 clink from behind you.
Carlos is gonna run through this door.
I'll run through this one. We do have water, the fucking orb still, so
Yeah, we won't drown.
we won't drown. But
We got disadvantage.
if their dad is down here, I kind of want to get to him if possible.
Not sure how much it'll help, but Carlos will shut the door behind him.
Hell yeah, you never know.
Oh, this
Give
has
us
an archway into the kitchen as well.
Yeah, but good thing that salon door closes, so.
Is this an archway?
It's an archway, it's a double wide arch.
Okay,
Clank,
I see an
clink, clink,
airlock.
clink.
And this one doesn't lead to anywhere. It's just
It just goes between the salon and the kitchen.
What a weird setup.
There was
You're
supposed to
fucking
be a
setup.
door, but I just don't give a fuck about the fact that there's not a door. At this point in time, there's glass clinking. We're just not going to worry about those kind of details.
Alright, I will check every remaining room I can access.
Stairs.
Alright, stairs.
Do you see his
Carlos
tracks
lives
anywhere?
in a double wide.
I'm gonna look for his tracks. I'm gonna look for all
also
his
look
tracks.
for tracks if you.
Roll survival.
Quick survival roll. Okay, let's see.
11. I'm under the gun.
Survival 17.
17. Carlos, you see tracks are leading up the stairs. Smash.
Up the stairs.
Stairs.
All right, you hear the sound of water rushing into this house dwelling thing as you run up the stairs. Immediately, roll perception.
Carlos is gonna get the airlock door ready. He's gonna open it up.
Okay. As you can tell, this leads into a pipeway. You personally, Carlos, have never been in this section before, so you're not aware of what this place
Perception, you say? The 25.
Okay, you smell more than hear. You smell more than see. The smell of corpses. Death.
Alright, what's in here?
Running out of time, Paelias.
It's the second. Well, first of all, Carlos, you immediately see water rushing into the room in the corridor and the hallways. It laps around your ankles, and you hear the guttering cry of Sahuagin.
We have seconds, Paelias.
Paelias, you run up the stairs with your perception. You can see into it looks like a bedroom, and sprawled across the four-poster bed, surrounded by what look to be hobgoblins, is an elf.
I grab the elf.
You grab the elf, deadly.
Yeah, I grab the elf, even if it's a corpse, and then I run as fast as I can.
Okay, water is filling up the room. It is now up to your knees.
I trudge towards the airlock.
I'll let Paelias go first, so then I close the airlock behind us once he's in.
Hell yeah. Okay, you guys roll me athletics to try and close the door against the tide of flowing water.
Oh god, okay. Alright. Oh jeez. 16.
And
16 and 10. If you're both closing it together, fucking 16, you get it most of the way closed, and as you're reaching that last little bit, you can see the fishmen clustering through the double wide, and they're screaming and waving their tridents, and you finally close the hatch and swirl the wheel closed, and you can hear the ting, 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 ting of them banging on the metal hatch.
Don't think they'll be able to get through that with tridents. Do you have any way of locking this?
no,
Do I have a way of locking this? Is there any locking mechanism?
Place filling with water now.
Well, the place behind you is filling with water. There is water inside this pipe.
No. What I mean is, since this airlock door here.
Did you close it?
Well, here's another
No.
problem. Did you guys ever close that?
No.
No.
Which means
No.
water flooding in
Water is now coming in here.
Yeah. It's flooding.
Where is he doing everything?
Vincenzo and Vazra, you guys have finally collected 25 gold pieces worth of shiny dust.
She
Roll
puts
me
it in the
perception one. Actually, no. You guys have finally collected 25 gold pieces of dust. We're gonna start right from there.
Okay. Yeah, Vazray looks at the work that they have done. It took quite some time. Well, are you sure you wish to lock this door?
Yes.
Then let it be done. And she looks to the hatch, and she casts Arcane Lock on the hatch with a password that is required of White Lotus. Only can this door be opened through uttering the words of the password. Can somebody enter? Unless something has overridden the lock.
Hell yeah.
And the gold dust disappears. Magic infuses with the door. And the door stays sealed. And I'm going to go ahead and remove a spell slot.
You're gonna go where? Sorry.
Remove a spell slot. Yeah,
It's a level 1 spell. Level 2.
Level 2.
What are the two you don't want to do now that you've arcane locked the door?
Well, Vinshenzo,
Go down the stairs.
our deed is done. Let's go see what the others are up to. They're being too quiet.
Yes.
Vazray begins to head.
Right, the armor. Sorry, armor.
As you're walking down you walk down the stairs, you turn the corner, and you see two discarded suits of very fancy-looking armor. They look elvish in design. They're in the
Where are
corridor.
They're
They're in the
up here?
corridor. They're where the yellow pea stain is. Yeah.
What the hell?
Do they see the water yet?
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I appreciate you.
I believe they got into some trouble up ahead.
Fuck the cow. Tiamat's. Yeah. Okay, we probably should go check on them.
And they failed to check this room.
Vazray goes to investigate the armor.
I go to unlock this door.
How does Vazra generally investigate things?
Penis.
What? Like, does she touch and pick things up and like manipulate them with her hands, or is she more of a
she'll kneel down, and if it's small enough, she'll manipulate it with her hands and kind of look it over.
You manipulate some of the pieces of armor, and you can feel. You're an experienced warrior. You know what armor should feel like. You can tell this plate armor is not only very lovely, intricately crafted. I think that's a better way to say that, but it's also incredibly light. Roll perception.
Investigation or perception?
I want you to roll perception, and I want Vinshenzo to also roll perception because of where he is.
13.
18.
All right, both Vinshenzo and Vasserai hear the sound of water rushing.
What the hell? She drops the piece of armor on the ground and tries to see which direction the water sound is coming from. She's
coming from ahead. Ahead. Ahead, the water rushes.
Over here?
Yes, that is ahead.
Can I tell how this door is blocked from this side?
Okay. You try and open the door, and the door shudders a little bit, but is very evidently blocked from the other side. You can roll me investigation to try and determine exactly how it's barred, if you'd like.
Okay, I will do that. Investigation.
Vazray will quickly run into this room, frantically looking for Carlos and Paelias.
17 investigation.
You can tell that it is being held shut from the other side.
Can I tell what is holding it shut?
No, you can't see through, but you can tell it is being physically blocked from opening by something.
Okay. I will try casting Knock.
Okay. Vazra, you hear the sound of rushing water through this pipe.
She is this hatch is probably still open. She's going to try and close this hatch.
Okay. You are successfully able to close the hatch. And as you are closing the hatch, water not only fills up the pipe, but it starts to gout out the pipe, and I'd like you to roll strength to try and shut it fully. You also get, like, completely drenched with seawater.
Oh, shit. Athletics check?
Strength.
Strength. Oh, Vazray's not good at
Oh.
Vincenzo, help!
The noodliest of the two of them.
That's a -1, so we have a 10.
A 10. You are unable to close the hatch and the torrent of water. I would like you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Something Vazray is better at. Oh, nat 1, fuck!
You not only fail to keep your feet, but you are pushed back to about here with the rushing torrent of water that is now filling, not just like pouring out, but it is like actively spouting out under pressure from that pipe.
She, if possible, will shout to the top of her lungs, "No!"
No! Then
Like her hand like tries to stick out of the water. Like, no.
It's not just like pausing either. Like, it's still rushing into the room. You can get out of it, but it's flowing everywhere.
Not again.
You wanted me to roll perception or passive perception?
I said with your passive, you can hear her shouting.
Okay.
You could already hear the sound of rushing water, but now you can really hear it, and you also hear Vazrai shouting.
Did my spell do anything?
Knock, not just. Does knock only deal with locks, or does it?
No, it doesn't. It
I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
I just want to see if
it's
it
also right
deals
here
with
if
this
you'd like to
particular-
read it.
Target this health shop and mundane locker. Stuck bar becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. Yes, it does work on that door, and the set of double doors flings wide open into a hall. You can tell, based off of common sense, and also when you look, that it seems as though somebody had tied it expertly shut. The two door handles on the other side had been tied stiff with some pretty thick rope. And your knock caused the rope to come undone is now on the floor ahead of you.
Beautiful.
You
A
can
thunderous
see...
boom rolls through the facility. And I say, and I shout, "Just a moment, Miss Pinefall. I'm quite occupied."
So cheap. That's right, you hear the knock. And then you can see water beginning to pool quite rapidly along the floor.
Oh dear.
Let's try again.
I run into the room and quickly search for signs of life.
There's no signs of life in this. It looks like a small kitchenette.
What? How did they? Curious.
He knocked.
Hold on. Okay,
Nobody was home.
Search for any exits to this room that aren't visibly apparent.
In this specific room, there are no exit. Oh fuck! Shit! Fuck you! Roll investigation. Sorry, I can't just say that.
Who the fuck tied it?
Well,
Who the fuck tied it? And why is this still blind man?
I mean,
I'll do this for the sake of it because it doesn't entirely matter right now. But yeah, there's another section of hallway. There's no apparent way to get out of that room aside from the doors that you had just entered.
Oh, this is a. I thought. Oh, okay.
That's a hallway. So you enter in through a pair of double doors. You're in a little corridor. There's another set of doors that go in here. You walk.
Oh
in
no,
this
there's a
room.
piano.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm trying to remember. Do we still have the bubbles? I hope the bubble doesn't get
Yeah,
popped in my
they
head.
do.
They last a full day.
It hasn't been a full day yet. That's for sure. All right, Vin.
How the
Who
tied the knot? Who tied
That's
it?
a real good question. We'll find out. Vaz, what are you doing?
She's
Gotta
going to
close
try
it.
and she's going to try and swim against the current to try and. There's clearly no time. There's no way to close that, especially she's not strong enough. She needs to find.
So you looking at the pipe for a frantic moment, you can tell that the force of the water has actually blown the fucking hatch cover off its hinges.
Oh no!
And is actually on the floor, like near you. It's probably quite lucky that it didn't smack you in the face when it went flying.
She's kind of shaking a little bit. Ben! And she's gonna go ahead and try to swim into the next room.
All right, roll me athletics for your swimming.
And she's also gonna be screaming, Paelias! Carlos! Athletics. She gets 16, -1, so 15.
15. You are able to get to the double doors, I think is where you said you wanted to get to.
Yeah, she's trying to
You
get over.
fight your way through the current and the rising water to get to the double doors. As you get to that point, I'd like you to roll another dexterity saving throw because you are now, instead of fighting against the current to move, instead of moving through the current, you are now having the current pushing at you.
Dex save?
Yeah, another dex save.
That is 19.
19, you're able to keep your feet. You're more prepared this time. You understand exactly the forces moving against you, and you're able to keep your balance as you get into the corridor. The sets of elven armor are in here now.
She doesn't seem to care so much about the armor.
No, but just for
She
SA.
screams another thing. Santiago, stop shopping right now. There's water. There's water everywhere.
Carlos is nowhere to be found.
We're flooding. Yeah, she's gonna try and go into this room, see if she can find the other two.
Okay. I'll let you run into that room. Water is rising, or it's still flowing with force. These benches that are in the hall are starting to like become malpositioned, which is quite a feat for stone benches.
Oh no.
The doors are wide open, and as you crash into the room, you can see a number of shields, 2 empty armor stands, a couple of weapon racks that are carrying things such as long swords, glaives, and an odd quarterstaff, which has a stone head with gems stuck in the top of it. Aside from that, there are shields on the wall with the Morrowind crest, but there is no Carlos, there is no Paelias.
Where the hells did they go? She tries to swim against the current.
All right, athletics again.
She screams again, Dan!
As your roll me athletics, but we're going to go back to Vinshenzo, and then we'll proceed off your athletics after that's done. I know we're approaching 10 o'clock, but I feel like we're okay going over by a minute or two.
8.
8. Okay, proceeding to Vin though, and I'll remember your 8.
Ah!
I guess confused at the rope, I'll move on to other rooms.
All right, as you walk towards that archway, you see a beautiful grand piano in this room.
Oh
No!
my.
Avert your gaze! Don't reenact the Titanic.
It's
No.
been so long.
Do what you need to do, boss.
I do not resist.
You do not resist.
Motherfucker, man.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily know the direness of the situation right now. He just knows that there's some water and not much else. All right, there's your grand piano.
Hell yeah.
I don't have the document immediately accessible that gives me the bonuses and stuff if you play that. Or sorry, based on the quality of instrument. Oh, that's amazing.
It's okay, he's got you covered.
Alright, Vazarai, as you begin to try and storm your way back through the corridor, the violent current of water pushes you back into the room. Take a dexterity throw.
No. I believe that is a 21.
21. You're able to keep your feet, however, you'll need to swim a little bit harder if you want to get through this roaring current.
She's
It's now
really
sloshing up around your
struggling
ankles
here.
now.
She's really struggling to swim right now. Does not appreciate this again. It's happening again.
Then the water is pooling into the room now as you play. As you can keep trying, like don't feel like you have to wait.
She's gonna keep fighting.
Keep fighting.
Oh, god damn it. A 2 for athletic.
Oh no. Roll a dex saving throw again.
She's able to get a 19 dex save, so she doesn't have the strength to be able to overcome the waters, but she has
Yeah.
dexterity.
You're keeping your footing and like you're grabbing at the shields and the banners and everything just to keep yourself upright as you fight against the roaring current, but you're unable to get beyond this room.
Ben! She
Yep.
tries to scream again, but the water, it's just too much.
It's just too much. Oh yeah, Vazarai, you do see that there's a vent up here in the wall.
Those two go in there. She attempts to look at this vent or try to swim towards it. She's being pushed a lot, right?
You are being pushed, yeah. Anything you move will be with
Gonna try one more time.
yeah.
She sees the vent and has more determination this time. 14.
14. You were able to force your way over to the vent. You'll have to roll athletics, I believe it was, that I made Carlos do.
That is accurate.
She
To
like
get up into
holds,
that.
she like holds on to like the vent grating or something as she tries to like yank it off.
Oh, there ain't no vent grating. Somebody kicked that stupid thing onto the floor. It's now like in the back corner.
Oh, 4 for athletics.
Who did
Oh
that?
no!
You should have done that.
You're so wet and slippery. You can't get a good hold. You're like shocked or in a level of just like, oh my god, what the fuck? And you just can't get up there.
I'm
There's
not a
too much.
sailor.
And once again, you were battered out of
Where
out
the
of the
hell's
way
the
with the
rest of us
water.
fucking party?
Vin, what do you do? You finished your song. Would you like to play another?
I finish my song and put the key cover over the keys and
Oh.
stand up.
What are the bonuses you get for instrument qualities? Do you have that on your character sheet
I
here?
get +1 to my next roll.
Yes, it is a +1. Good stuff. So the DM deciding the quality on a scale of 1 to 10. This is like an 8.
Hell yeah. I don't think I would be able to resist it then, even if I wanted to.
No,
But
it's
I
a beautiful
didn't.
piano.
Your gentleman's blouse is also ruined.
Yes. A small price
Is
to
it?
pay.
He's not. The water hasn't really reached him as violently as it's reached you yet because it has to turn a bunch of corners to get to him. But there is water in the room. But
I can't believe this room has already filled up. It's huge.
It's crumbling at this point.
There's more things going on that nobody can see.
I can't
That's
wait
fair,
to
yeah.
see.
Can't wait to see. Carlos, I know this is your fault.
I wanna see Vazrai get out of immediate danger before I end the session because I'd rather end the session on a horrible like, hey, we're in imminent danger and not, hey, we're actively being thrown around by water. Vaz,
She's being thrown by water, but she's not going to drown no matter what.
Well, oh yeah, that's right. You got the bubble.
Do you have the bubble, and I hope it doesn't get popped. I don't think it can get popped, but I'm a little worried about that.
Nope, it can be dispelled or it can time out.
Shit.
But
That's at least good.
we have not been here for 24 hours.
She is
Yeah.
going to try one last time to go for the vent, trying to will the strength to get there. She obviously
Roll
can't
it.
get down the hall. 14 again for athletics.
All right, you 14 again? But you,
I got a 15, -1, 14.
what did you get last time? Was it a 14 as well?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's
And
right.
I'm going to attempt athletics for the great again, or whatever.
Yeah.
Event, yeah.
Vent.
17.
Vent.
She made-
17, you finally get up into the vent. You're able to clamber your way up, and you're now above the water level.
Yeah.
You recognize after you get up here that the other side of the duct leads into the corridor.
Oh my god.
This doesn't do me any good.
You what?
She
What's
real-
the point of this?
yeah, she just simply rests in the duct for a moment.
Hell yeah. She's out of immediate danger. Okay.
She's obviously not going anywhere for a minute. She's been defeated, at least for the moment. The firefighter, no.
So Vinshenzo's in the piano room. Vazrai hiding in vent. Carlos plus Paelias.
I will place a gold
Yeah.
coin inside the piano and close its cover. I will subtract a gold coin.
Hell yeah. Okay. and Paelias and Carlos are in the strange goblin airlock. Nephis plus elves waiting. Okay, we're gonna end the session here because holy shit. I wonder what's gonna happen next.
I'm sleepy.
I'm sleepy. Alright, my friends. That was the session for the week.
Oof, what a session.
What a session. Save slot 40. Fuck. That's a lot of sessions. Today is 9 September 24, room 2.
Was Paelias able to tell whether or not that elf was dead or not?
Paelias could evidently tell just by the smell alone that the elf was dead. The elf that was in that room was dead, for sure.
What a shame. Oh.
Well, not only is it a shame, but he has the elf with him. Because I believe he said the words, "I'm going to get the elf and run."
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I didn't have time to confirm whether this is their dad or not.
plus
I'm gonna have to bring possibly bad news next session.
You're not just bringing bad news, you're bringing solid evidence of bad news.
Undeniable evidence of bad news.
It's true.
You could even say it's malinformation.
It's malinformation for sure. This is factually accurate, but inconvenient. Just malinformation. I don't endorse this. I don't know what's going on, but I know Carlos is to blame. That is the perfect statement to end the fucking session.
Hey, technically, this is Paelias' fault.
Look, I'm just following orders here, okay? You can't take me to some sort of trial for just following orders.
Paelias is the one that pissed them off.
Damn it, Paelias. Alright, my friends. Yeah, so that was the session.